What is crack-a-lack and collectors? Collector Tyrant here again today, and today I'm bringing you my favourite pop of all time. This one has been out for a while now, and that is the Tyrannosaurus Rex from the Fallen Kingdom, I believe this one is. Yeah, so it's kind of weird, because the first one that came out, the mini one, I'll probably show that in the review as well, but it was from Jurassic Park. So they brought this one out from the license of Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. But anyway guys, I'm going to give my review on this. I know there's been a few videos made of this specific pop, but this is my review. If you want to see my opinion on this pop, then stick around and we're going to get into it today. Alright guys, so as you can see here, we've got the big box, and it's pretty much got the same sort of style as the Fallen Kingdom pops. Well, it's quite obvious. I do believe in my review I did not like the box too much. I thought it was kind of boring. I mean, if you compare it to the Jurassic Park Tyrannosaurus Rex, you had all those awesome little fossils going on in the background there. So this one is quite boring. It's basically just specks of amber and stuff like that. So, right, and also I'm going to say something about this box here. If you see any of these little bits of fur, that's actual fur from my cat. Christmas Day, I took this bad boy out, and my cat actually got inside the box and sort of had a if I fit, I sit sort of thing going on. You know how the cats get inside like really tight objects, and she actually got all the way in there and left her fur there. So that's what that is. There's no scratches there. It's just actual fur from the cat. So that is quite funny. Alright guys, so I won't be doing a for those who don't know video on this Tyrannosaurus Rex, because I've already done the Fallen Kingdom pops already. I did all these ones. I'll leave a link in the description if you haven't watched that video, but I have done a review on these pops here, so if you want to go check that out you can. But I want to talk about this one. I want to get it out of the box now and just go over some of the details of it, and then give my rating on this singular pop. Alright guys, so let's check out this badass right here. Look at that size. Look at that menacing size for a Funko Pop. Now, I have to say something here. I really am happy they brought this out, and it's taken me a while to get one. My girlfriend saved up some money for Christmas and bought me this awesome pop. Now, the Tyrannosaurus Rex is my favorite Funko Pop of all time. At the time when they released the Jurassic Park range, everyone remembers the size difference here. We'll show you right here. I did a review on this T-Rex here in my Jurassic Park Funko Pop review. I'll leave a link to that video as well. It's not as good as my current stuff, as it was made a long time ago, but I did mention at the end of the review how I dislike the size of this T-Rex, and I actually marked the points down for Funko's efforts because this thing was just too small for me. It basically looked like a velociraptor or something. It didn't have that size, but we finally have this one in my hands, and I just want to go over some of the stuff on it. We're going to talk about this. This will be quite a fast Funko Pop review today because I'm doing a singular piece, but we're going to talk about the T-Rex, and I just love those scales. Check out those scales guys, look at the detail there. It's pretty much the same as the small one, but you can really see the details in the large one. Dark pits for eyes, those menacing death-like eyes, and I really like that for the T-Rex, even though he did have like yellowy colored eyes in the movie. On the snout, you got the ridges on the snout there, which the T-Rex had. I believe the real T-Rex had that too in the bone structure. You got the teeth there again. It's pretty much the same really when I think about it to the small one. But they did add a really awesome base here. I really think, I haven't seen many things like that. I guess a few Funko Pops have this, but I do like the bases like this. I wish they'd do more things like this for just the normal ones. And you got the little bits of grass here and rocks and stuff like that sitting on the ground. Yeah, so it's a really nice pop. You can see the eyebrows there. They got the scales on the eyebrows fanning out, just like the the T-Rex from the movie did. Now with all the body, it's got more of a, it hasn't got scales, it's more wrinkly, like an elephant I guess. Got those little tiny arms as per usual with T-Rexes. And the colour is quite good. I like the colour because it's reminiscent of the Jurassic Park film and the other Funko Pop they brought out for the Jurassic Park series as well. They painted it pretty much the same. We can sort of compare the two there. They've got like, well on this one's a bit more darker, but you know, as I said, it's got that really earthy browns going on there, and I really like that. It's kept to its authenticity from the movie, I guess. Now we're going to talk about one thing here, and I just want to talk about a few things. Now, if we look at the pose for both the T-Rexes here, they pretty much use the same pose for both the Rexes. But I'll talk about that. I'll talk about that when I start doing my ratings for this, which will be coming up soon. Because there's not much else to talk about this pop, really. I just think it's an amazing piece of plastic, really is. Alright guys, so we're going to talk about my rating here. Everyone should know by now how I do my ratings. I have 2 ratings out of 5, and then we add the ratings of those 2 5s into the 10, and that's what my total rating is those two ratings put together out of 10. Alright, so I'm going to talk about my personal Funko Pop here. Everything is quite well on it. There's no real defects on it. I can sort of see like some of the teeth have been a bit lazily, like haven't really finished the teeth off, but I let things pass like that sometimes. I have had pops in the past that have been absolutely awfully painted, and I just thought to myself, well, that's a massive amount of points going to be brought down on this. But this one in particular is actually quite solid. There's no real scratches on it. There's no, like, from the factory defects, if that makes sense. So, definitely going to give this a 5 out of 5, because everything looks amazing on it. But my next rating is going to probably surprise people. I've got a few things I don't like about this. I do love this pop, I must admit. As I said, the T-Rex is my favourite design pop so far that Funko has made. But the problem I have with this one is that they basically taken the small pop and they basically just made it bigger. That's all it really is. Now, it isn't hard for them to do that. It isn't hard for them to go back to their old files and basically go, alright, we're going to upscale this, chuck a little base on there, like the 3D artist probably just chucked a little base on there, and then they just went out and produced it in massive quantities, and I don't like that. I really think they could have done something a little bit different with this one, because it is from the Fallen Kingdom, so they could have made her with scars maybe, like Rexy from the movie had scars, so I think Funko's greed really got to him about this pop. As I said, the size really makes up for the lack of size in the dwarf T-Rex, and that's the only thing that really sells this thing. They didn't really change much on it, and they just, as I said, they just basically made it bigger for a big price. They didn't really put any effort into making it different, well, other than the base itself. So basically, as I said, they've just made it bigger and put a massive price tag on it for everyone that wants the jumbo size. But, you know, as I said, that's just marketing, but I just don't like how they've done it. They could have had, like, the head different. Maybe they could have done something a little bit different. As I said, the scars on it, maybe, because it is from Fallen Kingdom, so it could have been Rexy as she's gotten older and had that raptor fight from Jurassic Park and had the scars on her face and that. That would have been a really good touch, I think. But other than that, we're going to talk about what I do like about this pop now. And I'll give you a little bit of a pan in the background there so you can see what I'm talking about. Now, as I said before, there's not much difference between the two T-Rexes, the small one and the large one. They've still got all those awesome scales going on. It's still a well-painted pop all round, and the real selling point in this one is the size. You're buying this thing for the size of it because you want that big T-Rex, and I did. I went out and bought it. I have to be honest, I wanted that size. I didn't like the small one. But as I said, the paint scheme on it is pretty much the same as the last one. It's earthy browns going on. They've done a really good job on it. It's just, aesthetically, it still is just a copy of my favorite pop, but bigger, if I had to say that. So yeah, guys, I really do enjoy it. It's a very beautiful piece. And that little base does give it a bit more oomph, I guess. Like, it's got little bits of grass going on. But as I said, it's just not much different to the other one. It's just a reprint, it's a rehash, and that's all it really is. It's nothing too spectacular. So for that, I'm going to give this 3... No, actually, no, I'm going to give it 2.5 out of 5 there. Alright, so that's going to be 7.5 out of 10 for me, which is kind of weird, marking down my favorite pop as I did. But as I said, I've already gone through that. You guys know what I'm talking about. If you guys really enjoy the video, you want to like or subscribe, that's totally a choice. And go check out my Funko Pop playlist, guys. Go if you're new to these videos or you've just sort of been hanging around and haven't subscribed yet, check out my Funko Pop playlist. I do these things all the time. Yes, guys, that is a T-Rex, and we're going to leave it there for you guys today. Hopefully you enjoy the video. And for all you collectors out there, keep on collecting, and I'll see you in the next one. Alright, Collector Tyrant out. Ow, that hurt my finger. I hit the T-Rex. Collector Tyrant out.